Hi everybody, welcome to part 9 of the guitar body ideal. I think I ought to change this to the over a year guitar build or year-long guitar build. So I had a little adventure with the Tru-Oil. Took the can back, they took it back, exchanged it, no problem. They had one other can. He sprayed it in the store, it worked. I got it home, I got 2 little spurts out of it and it quit working. So I took it back to him, and they didn't have any more cans, and I wasn't going to get another can anyway. So he had the bottle of Tru-Oil here. There's no expiration date, and it looked like it's pretty well vacuum sealed, so I don't think there's a problem with it being expired or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the neck here, do that, and after that I'm going to do some work on the body. So we'll get to this first. So here's how I do this. Get this open here, and yep, it's sealed. Now what I do, I take a shop rag like this. These work really well. They're lint free. They don't leave lint, anything like that. So for this, for me, they work really good. And I get some on the rag, you know, a dab or two. Set the bottle down, and let's start on this end. We'll just go I don't like getting it all over the frets, but it will, so it'll clean off the frets okay. It'll come off. Especially over time as it wears on the frets. So, but usually I just get it off after the job's done, and with just a little rag basically, or a little scrubby brush. Not a scrubby brush, but you know, something with a little bit of what do you call it? A little bit of, I can't think of the word now, dagnabbit. Abrasiveness, but not so much it'll mess with the finish on the fretboard or anything. So if I'm doing this purposely on a piece of glass, and I will show that and explain it when I get to that part, because to save time I like to do the whole thing at once, so I don't do one side, you know, and have to wait for it to dry so you can do the other side and touch it. And I'll show you a secret here. This first coat, probably do several coats. These couple hours I think to let it dry before you can put the next coat. I'll have to look at the bottle, but if I remember correctly, that's how I've always done it in the past. Spot there. And something I didn't notice here on the headstock before I left last year, there's a tear out there, so I had to put some wood filler in there. I forgot to sand that off before I started this, so I might have to do that real quick before I do that section. It should be quick and easy to sand. I'm not going to try to get it down in here because glue, I don't want it interfering with glue sticking or anything. So let me get that sanded off real quick. This will work, I think. I mean, it's not going to be beautiful, but it's going to not be a big bunch of tear out. The wood filler seems to be a little bit different color, might show up a little bit, but hey, nothing comes out perfect every time. Well, nothing comes out perfect, rarely ever. I'm using a 320 grit here. That's the best I'm going to get it, I think. It might be a little ugly spot there, but it is what it is. It's not as ugly as it would have been without doing that. Okay, I had to reset that camera. It lost me for a little bit. So I want to take and clean that off. I'll just take the other end of this unused portion. Get all that dust off of there. Okay, now back to it. Yeah, it really brought it out there, a different color on the, with the True Oil on it. Okay, now let's see if I can get around this edges here. Okay, get around here, end grain there. That end grain will suck it up more than any other spot. Okay, might as well get down through here while I got it on its side. This bottle's enough to do a lot of guitars. It doesn't take really all that much. The little bottle can do at least 2, maybe 3. Okay, now the part I was telling you about, the little secret here. Let me get this back right here on that side. Is I have it on glass, and you don't want to, you know, lay down a spot you've, you know, put finish on and have something touch it. Well, you see the frets stick up on this piece of glass. Flip it over, it doesn't touch. Now I can do the whole thing and not have to do one side, wait for the other side. And get done like quicker, half the time on the finishing job that way. Because if you have to do one side, flip it over, do the other side, wait for each side to dry before you do the other side, then it takes twice as long. I try to go in long strokes, long even strokes. The wood's going to soak in most of this on at least the first coating. Once it dries, the other coatings will not soak in as much. Get that layer of seal on there, 1 or 2 layers, and then you can build up and work to get the best shine you can out of it. If you want to shine, maybe you don't. Maybe you just want a natural wood look to it with no shine. Get around this. Okay. And that's how you do that job. So I'll let that dry a while. I think it says 2 hours before the next coat. You can mix it with mineral spirits. Dry thoroughly at least 2 hours, yeah. Use double light steel wool and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Okay. Get this off my hand. And I'll just keep coming back and redoing that for several times till I get it to the how I want it to look. So now we're going to move over to the workbench over here and do some wiring on the body. Okay, I've got the guitar body on the bench here. I need to drill a hole for the ground rod. By my calculations, I put a cutout for that inside the body. It should be about there. And I can run the wire over to here, inside the body. Now hopefully I calculated this right. We're fixing to find out. I gotta drill a hole here, so let's do it. Right where that black spot is about. Yep, I think that was it. Felt like it. And I need to find out, so see if I can see any daylight through that hole maybe. It felt like that was a spot. I need a light to shine in the hole, I guess. What can I use? I had a little light here somewhere, but now I can't find it. So let's just try with the phone. Flashlight. Put the light over the hole. I don't see it. There it is. Yep, I did hit it. Okay, cool. Turn the flashlight off on the phone and exit out of there. Okay, so also I want to kind of make the wire easier to feed in there. So I'm going to try to angle the hole that way. This will be covered by the bridge, so it's not going to be something that's going to be visible. That should do it. Now, I already got a ground wire cut here for it. I did the one end but not the other yet, so let's see if I can feed it where I need it to go. That could be the trick. Oh, did it go? And since the bridge is going to be setting on this, it'll make a ground connection like this. Spread these wires out like so. And that way the bridge will sit on that and get a ground. So right about like that. That's where I want my wire. Now I can take this tape off of here. And I've taken the pickups out to route the wire through here. You can see the routing from the switch. There's 3 wires running back here to this control cavity. And when I put them in, I'll be able to route the wires back here. So I'm going to put those in last. And let's flip it over and get to work here. You can see I've already wired the switch. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. Camera focus on it. But the wires are running. I got the blue from it. Will go out to the output jack. The red will be for the bridge pickup, and the other color, whatever color looks kind of yellow to me, will be for the, red will be for the neck. This one will be for the bridge. I'll have to check my meter on that before I solder those in, just to be sure. Oh, now I got some things here. I don't want this setting on top of the switch and everything, so I got these to set it on. And I can feel that my let's set it over here. There we go. I can feel my soldering now heated up now, so I should be able to get started here. Let's just set the camera that way. It keeps losing me, so I have my helping hands here. I'll have to tin some of these wires, but these are already tinned. I already did those. This will have to cut and figure out where I'm going to solder it to. So I think I'll get started with these wires first. Since they're already there, make sure, look at my diagram, make sure I'm doing this right. That one will go to the center tap. Yes, they go to the center taps of the volume pots. Nothing else goes on with them, right? Right, okay. So, the center tap here, these are the volume pots in front. This should be the neck, this should be the bridge. The little solder on those. They go to the center tap. I'll have a little extra wire. It won't be the prettiest in the world, but if I need to do some work, I can work around that. Try to tidy it up when I put finishing touches on it. Okay. Some solder there on that. And I need to check this. Now I did check this shielding, this paint. It does have continuity to ground as a ground, but it's very high range. So let's see. We're going to put the switch up, which would be for the neck. And let's see. Should go from this one to one of these two. Nothing there. There we go. That should go to this potentiometer here. That is the neck. Okay, so this is going to take a little while. I got to go through and tin all the wires before I put them in, and this solder is being a real pain in the butt to deal with. The solder I used last night would solidify really fast. This stuff takes forever, so you got to make sure your connection does not move while you're waiting for it to dry. If you do, you have what you call a cold solder joint, and someday it'll come loose on you. So I'm just gonna wire it up and show where the wires go after I get everything in, how these wire up. And you know, I mean, you can always get a diagram off the internet to figure this out, so I don't need to sit here and instruct every little step. So I'll do that, get all the wiring in, and then go from there. So see you in a little bit. Okay, I got everything soldered in. As you can see here, the wires, I don't know if the camera's picking that up very well, but all the wires are soldered in. The ground for the bridge is here. I got the pickups in. Next thing to do, now that it's all wired up, is to test everything, make sure it works. But I got to bring some kind of amplifier out here to hook it up to test it. And I'll show you how that test is done as soon as I get that out here. So the soldering is done. Probably still a little bit before I got to put another coat on the neck. So I think as soon, the way it looks though, I think I could go ahead and do another coat now. I'll probably go ahead and do that. Then I'll bring out something to test to make sound. I got an amplifier, but it's rather large and I don't really want to carry it all the way out here, but I do have a little wireless speaker I can hook this to, and our Bluetooth speaker. I can plug this into that and get sound and tell what's working, what's not. So I will return in a little bit. For me, it's going to be, maybe 20 minutes. For you guys, it's going to be... Okay, so I've put another coat of True Oil on the neck. I'm ready to test this to see if it works. Now what I do is I have the speaker hooked up to the guitar like an amplifier would be, plugged into the output jack. And you just take something metal and say we're on the bridge pickup right now. Hear that? That means the pickup's working. Volume control's working. Whoops, wrong one. That's working. Check tone knob. Yep, that's working. Then we'll switch to the neck. Volume control and tone. Then you can hear it get more bass to it as you go down. Now we'll check both. So both are working. So that's how you test to make sure. If strings were on it, you could play music on it if you had a neck and strings on it now. So easy way to check to see if you have a bad connection in a pickup or a bad pickup or something like that. You can do the tap test if you don't have a neck on it. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow I will probably put 2 or 3 more coats on the neck. I'm going to put another coat on in about 2 hours. Put 2 or 3 coats on the neck tomorrow. That should be done. Then I can start assembling the guitar, and I have it done in probably a day, you know, maybe 2 days. Depends on how long it takes to get the nut in shape and all that. That's a little bit of work. And I'll show you how I line up the neck and the bridge and the strings, get everything straight like it should be, and go from there. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.